Hello everybody, I'm Pablo and welcome to So the first game I wanted to comment was Astra. Now this is a game that I've been playing for a while that has been recently been released. And basically the aim of the game is you pick one of those astronauts and launch it onto a randomly generated planet. Now this planet may lag a bit at the beginning when you land, and every single time you land it is different, so no one will have the same gaming experience. Now I was planning on playing this game on my channel, but I don't know, you guys just tell me what you think, and just tell me if you would like me to play this game. So when you start, you get a base and a platform where you create your first area. So as you can see, the game is very nice and geometrical. So you start out as this little astronaut with nothing, and you have to build your way up until you have a rocket where you can travel to other planets, and you have the shape-shifting tool. So as you can see here, I'm shape-shifting the ground by taking all this dirt in, and then you can use this to get out of places, because in this case I landed in a very bad place. So the crafting system here is pretty simple. It's not crafting, it would be more like generating kind of with materials. So first of all, when you get to the intro of this game, to the start of this game, you have to go out and search for resources. And these resources will be located, again, randomly generated around the planet, which is massive, but it's not infinite. So watch for that. So here, I'm going to be, as you can see on the top left, there's a little area for help because this game has just been recently updated. And right now I'm not used to playing this game anymore because of all the updates and changes that have been made. So yeah. Also, because you're an astronaut, you have oxygen. So as you saw there, I had 50% oxygen left. So I have to return to the ship where the oxygen is being generated so I can actually breathe. You also have a little line in the middle of your backpack. I don't know if you can see it. It's a yellow line, and that represents energy. So with that, you power things like your terrain modifier. Yeah. So here you can see I'm building a platform where I'm going to build a printer. So you connect modules like that just by grabbing and holding and dragging them, and then you unlock those boxes, which is a new change too, because before you just printed it and it would come out already made, but this time you need a platform to print those, to open those. So here you can see I'm using the materials I just gathered to create a larger platform that will allow me to make bigger things. So yeah, just enjoy this bit of gameplay right here, and we'll move on to another planet that I had before. So if this game updates, don't expect it yet. As you can see here, all my stuff is gone, everything's lagged. So I'm probably gonna make a planet and it's gonna be updated, so don't expect much. Yeah, but this game is really entertaining, and as I'll show you now, there's even cars that you can drive. You can make a bigger version of this car, and yeah, it's just a fun little game that you can play. I'm thinking of also playing with my friends on this one, so watch out for that too. Now the next game I wanted to think about was Portal. Now Portal has been a game that I've played since I think 2 summers ago, and this is the summer. This would be in 2017, summer of 2017. Yeah. So it's a game when you wake up in this room, and basically it's a puzzle game. Probably many of you know it. So here I have a bit of gameplay of me just fooling around the room while the game loads. So yeah, I was thinking of doing a walkthrough of this game on my channel, but I don't know, you guys tell me. I think I should. This is the first game I planned on doing on my channel, so I'll walk through this game and Portal 2, which is a follow-up to this game. So yeah, I might also do like an attempt at a speed run at it, but I don't know. So here, let the game just start for a while. Okay, so as soon as you get out that room, we just have to get over to this room and solve this puzzle. It's really simple. So the puzzles eventually get progressively harder. So in this one, it's just simple. You just grab the block, put it in the button, move on. You'll see me get into the elevator, and eventually I'll just be carried up to the next level. So this is, I've made a cut there to show you when you get finally the portal gun. So this portal gun is the one that's going to guide me through the game, and it's just a really fun game, you know. I think it's really entertaining. I've played it, I think, 3 times over. I love the story. There's a lot of lore involved. So if you guys want, I can read up on that and tell you guys about it. Whatever you want. So here, as you can see, I'm going to grab the gun finally for the first time. And I will be making the portals. So moving on to the next chamber. And sometimes the elevator rides can be a bit boring. As you can see here, I'll just let you see it. Yeah. Okay. That one wasn't that long because it didn't take loading. But yeah. So here you can see me trying to do a bit of running. So like trying to go fast because these levels are like the beginner ones, and as I said before, they're easy. But when you hear that voice behind, that is GLaDOS, and it's the villain of the game. And eventually the game gets harder. As you can see here, I've put another level which is a bit harder than the last one. And in this one, you're supposed to try to break a glass pane using the robot's tracking feature with the missiles to hit the glass and go through the portal and hit you. Actually, not hit you. That would be bad. But hit the glass. So here, as you can see, I failed to hit the thing, hit the table, so I came back the other way, made another portal. Continued shooting at me, but eventually I got past this part, and then it got even harder. So as you can see on this part, as I will now show you, I had no idea what I was doing. So yeah, I knew I had to go into that pipe, but I didn't know how to get to. As you can see me shooting like an idiot into there. But after a while of thought and like a bit later, I came up with a solution, which was grabbing the same missile and putting it on the floor, letting it shoot you, and then hitting the top so you grab a block and put it on the thing, on the bottom. Now I managed to pass this level without doing that, so this game gives you a bit of freedom. I instead grabbed a chair and a computer case and put it, and I managed to get up. Following this level is even harder level, so yeah. Now the next game I wanted to play in this channel is a fun indie game, something that I wouldn't be playing much, but like just to have fun, maybe for a video or two, is Universe Sandbox. Now as you can see here, Universe Sandbox is a space game, which is physically accurate to the real world. And what you do in this game is basically you crash planets and watch what would happen if something happened to the planet or something. So I've been playing with this game for a while, and I think I've crashed many suns together, created supernovas. I've replaced the sun with other objects to see what would happen. I have replaced actually the sun with a black hole, which was its same mass, to prove that nothing would happen except for heat and other planets changing. So right now, this is the physics test. Sorry for the bottom right. I didn't know what was going on, but it was taking screenshots for some reason. So yeah, the simulation's about to end, and you will see me playing a bit. So in this part, you see the Earth and the Moon are about to collide. So this is in slow motion, I think. No, this is 11 seconds per second, as you see on the bottom. So as you can see, the explosions are pretty real. Later you'll see that some of the effects that happen aren't too real, like the boulders coming out of the moon and just forming in front of your face. So here we see how the Earth is perfectly normal from one side, but the moon has made a huge crater impact. And you will see now those boulders just appear, yep. They're there, and yeah, some of those things aren't very accurate. But the temperature later, you can see the temperature of the Earth actually grows to a temperature that would be normal if the moon hit it. So now I'm gonna show you two suns colliding. I'm trying to place one down and launch it. I turn the time down so it goes slower and I can see the supernova happen because these things happen fast. So those are two suns on a collision course with each other. So I'll skip the time a bit forward. Let me just skip it. Yeah. And let me slow it just so you can see the supernova. And there it is. So yeah, I think this game is really fun. Just really fun indie game to play with, and yeah. So the next game that I wanted to play in my channel was Subnautica. Now Subnautica is a game that has been recently finally launched the final version, and it's still, even though it's still full of bugs, I've been playing this for a while. Actually not too much. I think I created the first vehicle that you can have. So yeah, here you see the intro scene, which I think I'm gonna skip because if not, I wouldn't want to give away too much. But yeah, no, I'll just leave it here. And yeah, so as you can see, you see your ship crashing out of the window, and you land on an alien planet. Now, as you can see here, I'm gonna finally just turn off the fire and just go out to see what has happened. So yeah. So in this game, basically, it's an underwater game in which you play as a diver or a survivor that crashes on the planet that is full of water. Now there are a few islands in this game which I won't be showing in this video, but if I do this video, maybe a walkthrough of the story, because there's also a lot of lore in this movie, in this game. Yeah, there's a lot of lore about a lot of story, and those of you who are interested, I will read through all of that information and just so you enjoy yourselves. So here, I'm coming out of the ship finally and seeing the destruction of the mothership that has crashed. So I don't know why, but in this specific game that I played right now, the graphics are a bit bad, as you can see there on that hatch. I don't know why. I just went on NVIDIA, and I don't know why, but it just lowered my graphics. I clicked optimize. I didn't know what was going on, but I put them back to normal. So when I play this game on my channel, if I do, I hope to put those. So in this new part, I show you like the various vehicles that can be built in this game for different transports or different types of mining, or yeah. This specific vehicle, which is called, I forgot what it was called right now. It was the prawn suit. Yep. So this vehicle is basically meant to go to the depths. Now the one I just got on is a Seamoth, which is a fast vehicle, which you can park in a bigger vehicle, which I will show you later in this video. So here you can see my base. This isn't creative, by the way. So in the videos I will be playing in survival. This is just to show you like all the new things that there are in the game. So now, as you can see, I'm gonna start building the bigger vehicle, which is called Cyclops. Yep. And this vehicle is massive, even though you can't see it. It barely fit on my screen. And yeah, this is just a massive vehicle where you can use it as a mobile base. So as you can see, I'm going to get in here now and just pilot it around a bit to show you what it feels like and talk about a bit more about the game. So I don't want to tell you the story, but like I'll leave that for the video. But basically, you just have to later, when you disable something, you have to build the rocket ship and get out of the planet as soon as you can. So here you can see I'm customizing the ship, which I'm on. which is pretty fun. And yeah, you can do this with any of the ships. And let me just show you outside. So yeah, as you can see, it updates in real time. And the game is actually really well done because you can actually see the inside from this glass pane is here. So yeah, I wish this game were a bit more, like it would be a bit more flexible with the thing, with letting you play with friends and all that. Because so far the game doesn't seem to have any co-op, and it doesn't seem to have, the developers have not said anything. And yeah, this game is just a fun little story, maybe like 20, 25 episodes I think I will do of this game, depending on what you guys want. So later tell me in the comments what you guys want to see first. Either Astroneer, Portal, Universe Sandbox, Subnautica, or the game that I will show you later. So yeah, here you can see that this vehicle is pretty slow, pretty bulky, hits with everything. I've been playing this game for a while now, and I really don't like the feel of this vehicle. It's just too big. But yeah, so this is just meant to be a mobile base, so I don't expect it to be fast and agile like the Seamoth or the Prawn Suit. Here you see that I am building a spaceship. I have just finished building it. This is also in the same world. And this is basically the way out of this planet. So I'm not going to show you the animation of getting in the rocket and all that because I think this is a pretty good feeling to see when I'm finally done with the game. So yeah, I'll just climb up here and then you know, I'll just stop the video and show the next game that I'm going to be playing. This game, as many of you know, is called Bennet Fadi, Getting Over It with Bennet Fadi. It's been on YouTube for a while. I think it's a bit outdated, but I don't know. It was a game that was rated it that I could play in school because, of course, this YouTube channel is for school for at the moment. Soon as the school lets me take this channel as my own, I will be posting probably a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, but right now I can't post footage of it. But yeah, you can expect that if you're not in the school. So in this game, basically, what you are supposed to do is basically get over it. Get over this huge mountain of random things piled up one on top of each other. So this game is pretty frustrating. You'll see me rage quit many times. And I think in this clip, I fall from a very tall height, which is pretty frustrating. Uh, Otherwise, this game is pretty fun. It's just a one episode thing I probably would do. So yeah. Okay, so I need you guys to tell me whether you want me to play Astroneer, Portal, or Subnautica as my first games, because I think those will be the first games that I will post. And yeah, just tell me what you want, and I will do it. So as you can see here in this game, I'm struggling a bit. I'm like falling around. And yeah, this game is just a tough one. So I'll just get to the end and see you next time. Goodbye.